Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you have not subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And God bless Biafra. The rogue Kenyan ex-policeman who masterminded the kidnap of ﷺ in June 2021 in Nairobi, Kenya, at the request of the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, has been sentenced to death after he killed a human rights lawyer and 2 others. There shall be no peace for the wicked. His evil against the innocents has caught up with him. All the soldiers, policemen, and criminal DSS operatives who have killed Biafrans under fake Buhari's genocide agenda in Biafra land will never escape judgment. And they should learn from this Kenyan ex-policeman. They should learn from him. Now he has been sentenced to death. According to reports, a Kenyan court has sentenced to death a former policeman for the murder of a human rights lawyer and 2 others in a case which triggered national outrage. Until now, no one knew the identity of the police officer that led the criminal gang who masterminded the kidnap of ﷺ until this rogue police officer was arrested and sentenced to death. 2 other policemen and a civilian were also sentenced to between 20 and 30 years for the murder of lawyer Willie Kimani, his client, and a taxi driver in June 2016. So this rogue Kenyan police officer has been committing murder crimes since 2016. And that was why the former president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, contracted him to organize his boys to kidnap ﷺ at the request of fake Buhari. The 4 of them were found guilty of 3 counts, including murder in July 2022. Death sentence for murder in Kenya are commuted to life imprisonment. However, in 2017, the Kenyan Supreme Court ruling gave judges discretion to decide if a death sentence can be imposed. An army officer behind an attempted coup in 1982 was the last person to be executed in Kenya. The murder of Kimani highlighted the many extrajudicial killings and disappearances that have been blamed on Kenyan police, whom the former president Uhuru Kenyatta also used to kidnap ﷺ while he was in Kenya. Former police officer Frederick Liliman, who was sentenced to death, and the other 3 convicts can appeal against their conviction and sentencing within 14 days. In a judgment on Friday, Judge Jesse Lessett said evidence produced during the trial has shown that the murderers were premeditated and the victims brutally tortured and killed. This was the same way ﷺ was tortured by this same group of Kenyan police, criminal police, rogue policemen. Because they thought they have been covered by their president, Kenyatta. They never knew the evil they committed in 2016 would hunt them down. You know, no one should experience what these three men went through, especially from the same people mandated to protect them, said Benson Shamala, the country director of International Justice Mission, where Kimani worked. This was how they tortured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they have, continued to witness more killings by the police. Kimani's wife, Hannah, welcomed the court ruling and said they had lost hope that they would get justice because of the rogue police officers' connection with the ex-president Uhuru Kenyatta, who uses them to carry out his dirty jobs. And they are his killing squad, just as fake Buhari is using the compromised Nigerian security operatives as unknown gunmen in Southeast region. My brothers and my sisters, this is what happens. Last year, the current Kenyan president, William Ruto, disbanded a crime-fighting police unit which have been accused of carrying out extrajudicial killings. And after the United Nations and the International Criminal Court exposed the police unit for their role in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap in Kenya. My brothers and my sisters, you can see what happened. The people that fake Buhari contracted, along with his friend, the ex-president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, to kidnap our leader in Kenya and tortured him for 8 days before extraordinary renditioning him to Nigeria. The Afenifere leader, Ayo Adebajo, said electing Labour Party candidates will show that Nigeria values ethnic and religious inclusion. But the truth is that Biafrans have crossed the Rubicon. There is no going back on Biafra restoration. Adebajo said the battle is on, that Nigerians are at war and their opponents are the Fulani Caliphate, and they are not sleeping at all. Adebajo said the Fulani Caliphate have underrated them in the past, but they are now seeing the bluff as the Southerners and other freedom-seeking Nigerians are made up of now. The Fulani Janjaweed are making all sorts of devices to ensure that power remains in the north, in the hands of the Fulani Janjaweed. That is why they are not even supporting the candidate of their own party, because he's a Southerner. Adebajo said that Nigerians and freedom-loving Nigerians must fight for their freedom, which is exactly what IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is telling them and has been preaching all this while. That they should make the Fulani Janjaweed agree to a referendum in Nigeria, especially in Biafra land, so that Nigerians will know if they want to remain in the zoo called Nigeria or they want to stay on their own. One Nigeria is demonic. It's demonic. But Adebajo warned Nigerians, just the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been warning, that they should not joke with their freedom. They should not be deceived. They should not allow the Fulani Janjaweed deceive them. That freedom is necessary. The Fulani Janjaweed are not going to organize any election is a fraudulent selection process. And ÇIÂGÁNYޮL said Nigeria should fight to get out of slavery and bondage which the Fulani Janjaweed have kept them in. The impunity is too much, and you don't want those who are dissatisfied to leave the nation, the country called Nigeria. They don't want Biafrans to go. Yet, the impunity is too much. It's too much. They are killing innocent Biafrans and releasing mass murderers, Boko Haram and Fulani terrorist bandits, releasing them, claiming that they are repentant. The impunity is too much. It is not a joke that the Fulani Janjaweed wants to scuttle the election because they see danger in their fraudulent selection process. They see danger. Either they like it or not, IPOB is not going to stop their election. They should continue their fraudulent selection process because it does not concern Biafrans. But one thing is sure, 2023 is the year of Biafra restoration to independence. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. Bye-bye for now.